The news days have been a very awakening experience, and I say that because we have the experience of what it's like in the real world. So the first set of news days, we only had it Monday and Tuesday. So like Monday was our planning day, and then we knew that Tuesday was going to be the day that everything went out. So that that way we had kind of like the whole week to plan for everything and get your contacts and bring interviewees and find a really good story that is perfect for like our audience and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed those. Then these last 2 weeks ones, they were like full on, like hardcore. Like Monday was our planning day, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and Friday we had to have like output every single day. So it was challenging in the sense that you had to find a story, especially because I was a reporter, that was my role. So I had to find like a story that was, good and was interesting and it was relevant. And it was like based in Manchester, so that was kind of like the struggle. You find like a really big story, but then you preach it, you'd push it to your editor and ask them, is this relevant? Is this fine? They'd be like, okay, make it Manchester based, make it relevant to a Manchester audience. So I think that's kind of like what I struggled with most of the time. Was like I kept on finding really big stories. There was a story that I wanted to do about the government wanting to cut student funds, not student funds, international students. To come into the UK, even though international students bring in like £1 billion to the UK economy. So I asked my editor to do it because this week I was a features reporter, so I actually had an international student to interview and talk about their experiences, and they're like, yeah, that's fine, but it's not Manchester, it's not relevant to Manchester. So it's kind of like sometimes you find a really good story and you're like, yes, I really want to go and do this, and then it's like, no, you can't actually. We want you to do this because this is actually more relevant. So it's all. I mean, it was good because it does prepare for the real world. Sometimes you can't do everything that you want to do, but it's just really irritating. Like when you have your mind set on something, you get your interviews set up, you even go and film the interviews, and then maybe it gets dropped last minute. So yeah, It's been challenging, but I'm really glad they're over, to be honest.
And have you got any advice that you'd give for people doing news days?
Yeah. Any advice that I give for people doing news days is just do your best and don't stress. Like everybody that I've seen in my class, like the majority of them were, I wouldn't say taking it too seriously because there's like no such thing. This is going to be our career one day. But there was really like letting it get to their heads.